Okay? And because he was the son of the Buddha, the monks and the arahants and the nuns went to see the Buddha, okay? To complain politely, okay? You are the father, okay? Can you please have a word with your son? Okay? So the Buddha called Rahula in a very tactful manner. The Buddha said, bring a bowl of water, okay? And of course, Rahula that morning brought a pail of water, usual. Okay, this is what they did for the teachers. Why? Why do we bring a pail of water in the morning? Not to drink it, we want to brush the teeth. Okay? So when Rahula brought the water for the Buddha asked his son Rahula, describe this water. Okay? And of course Rahula said, what is this water? Clean. Okay? Then the Buddha asked, with a clean pail of water like this, basin of water, what can you do with it? And the young boy, of course, answered correctly. He said, can do many things. Correct, huh? What can you do? But what you mentioned just now, clean water, what can you do? He said you can cook it, you can drink it, you can wash it, and so forth, on and so forth. Alright? Then the Buddha said, okay, now he washed his face in it, gargled, spit in it, cleaned himself in it, and then he asked Rahula, now this water, does anyone want to drink it? And of course, what did Rahula say? Yeah, he said. Huh? Now, Rahula told the Buddha, there's only one place fit for this so dirty water. What is it? Where should it go to? Yeah, it should go to the drain, okay? Because that's where it belongs, all right? And this is where the Buddha then explained to Rahula, okay, that having qualities like the water, purifying qualities like the water, okay? The clean water, as you know, what is clean water representing? Virtue. Understand? Okay? Because when you have clean water, you can do many things with it. Alright? So Buddha said, if you behave yourself well, okay, if you're well behaved, like clean water, everybody likes you. Okay? You're welcome everywhere. So when you look at water, now you understand. When you look at light, when you look at incense, when you look at what fruits, when you look at what flowers, two levels of practice. Understand? One level of practice, you know, this is called what, my friends? Puja. Okay? But in the puja, my friends, there are what, my friends? The meanings. Okay? That's very important. The Buddha always attached a lot to meanings. Okay? As you know, there's this Pali word the Buddha always say, don't end up practicing what we call silat, batu, padana. Anybody know what's the meaning of this? Don't develop clinging to rites and rituals. Because this is a sure way to be far away from enlightenment. Okay? So every morning you do puja, that's fine. Okay? But don't do it until so slavishly that you don't understand the meaning. Okay? Alright? Now what other practices the Buddhists do? Puja, what else? Anyone? What other Buddhist practices? That's all? Puja? Every morning you do that, and after that, that's all already. Wow, meditation. Okay, so what happens in formal meditation? What do you do in meditation? Oh, very good, mindfulness. How do you keep yourself mindful in meditation? Okay, you don't know that one. I think Buddhists don't practice meditation. Because nobody knows. Okay, we leave that away for the time being. Then I'll come back to this later. Okay, What else? What are Buddhist practices? That's all only. Chanting, I heard somebody say. Okay. Like just now we did chanting. Okay, that's why I explained to you what is the whole purpose of chanting. Okay, I met many people who could chant. I once met a nun. I helped her with some legal. She was in some legal problem. I solved for her, and she was very thankful. Instead of charging her 676,000, I tell her it's free. So she was so happy. So she gave me one book, okay, called 地藏王经. So it's called the some sutta. So I never read this before. So I just read. My Chinese is very lousy, so I don't know what it means. So I asked her. I said, "What do you mean by this word?" She said she don't know. Then I said, "Sư phụ, what do you say?" You don't know. I said no. I said cannot question because that was how she was taught by a master in Taiwan. Just chant 108 times every day. Finish. That's what we do. Okay. Then I asked her. I said, What can happen? She said, no, just do it now. Cannot question. Now I want to share with you, that's not the way you do chanting. Okay? Like just now you saw all the words, you must find the meaning. Understand? Huh? Because it is the meaning, the mind become alive. Understand? Huh? Okay? If you don't find the meaning, my friends, you know what you end up? You know what you develop? Chanting helps in a certain way. It helps concentration. Okay? But you never build wisdom. Okay? Because there's no meaning in it. Alright? Have you all invited Dr. Wong here? Dr. Wong Min Hong? Last year. How's Dr. Wong? And how do you find his talk? Interesting or not?
Yes.
Okay. Which one better, me or me? Dr. Wong told me, okay, that in America, when they train the Olympic players, every time, once every 4 years, they have Olympic Games, okay? So what do they do? All the players, they go into this laboratory, and every day you take the cycle, the stationary cycle, and what do you say? I will win. Okay? You just do that. You just imagine you're winning. If you are a runner on the track and field, you just imagine you're now reaching the finishing line. There's this thing that make you visualize, and then I'm the winner. Okay, you just say it again and again and again and again. Okay? Medically, they have shown. You know what happens to you when you do that? Your mind becomes very calm, very serene. From serenity, you experience happiness. Okay? So you were saying that you find all this chanting very difficult, very easy. You know what you say? You just say, I love Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. Take the beats out. I love Coca-Cola. 108 times, nothing happens. Say again, I love Coca-Cola. Very soon, what happens to the mind? This will all be proven in the lab. The mind slowly recalls, become very peaceful. Okay? Okay. In meditation, like Ajahn Brahm said, you do all this mantra, your teacher teach you, nothing happens. You know what they say? When you breathe in, what they say? Shut up. All skillful way of Buddhist meditation. You must break away from the formal rigidity of rites and rituals. We Buddhists perform a lot of this. After 2,600 years, my friends, all what the Buddha taught has all become what? What's the word here? Routine. It becomes an exercise. It becomes regular. It becomes repeated. Not that there's no value, understand? There's a lot of value in all this. We call them, in Singapore, when you start to work, they call this IN. When you start to work, they call this SOP. What is IN? When you start to work in Singapore, instructional manual. Anything you don't know, you go to your boss. The boss will say, go and find IN number 6. I think number 6. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, 6, 5, and so on and so forth. They tell you step by step what to do. What's SOP? Standard operating procedure. Okay? There is value in all this. I'm not saying there's no value, but you must always know what? The meaning to it. Okay? Very important. Okay, what else besides chanting?
Prostration. Prostration.
Prostration, bowing. Okay. There are many ways to do prostration. Okay, how do you do prostration? When I go to Thailand every November to meet some teachers, it's like pilgrimage. Then when I lead the group and we bow before the ajahns or the great teachers, someone in Thailand, someone will say, then I say, can you translate what she said? She said, you bow so funny. Then I'll say, how to bow? Then the Thai will come. The Thai people will teach me how to bow, you know. Wow, they bow. Okay? Then when I go to Burma, we bow to the teacher, and then one will say, you bow wrongly. Okay? And then they show me how to bow. Then when I go to Tibet, I bow, they say wrong. Even have you seen how the Tibetan bow? Shum, bow all the way. I ask you which one is correct. Which one is correct? There's no one which one is correct. Okay? The Buddha in his wisdom said there are 4 ways. The Buddha never used bow. The Buddha used what? 4 ways to show respect to someone who is worthy of respect. The first one he calls is the 5-point prostration. This is what you see most Buddhists do. Okay? Traditional. The second one, the Buddha said, you stand up. Okay? When somebody comes in, you respect the person, you stand up. Okay? Put your hand graciously like that in Ajahn. The second one, if you cannot stand up because maybe you have no legs, then you sit down. Understand? And you just put your palms like that. Okay? And what's the 4th way? What's the 4th way to show respect? The Buddha said, what is considered polite in your society? Okay? So there's no rigidity, understand? Huh? Again, Buddhists will tell me, oh, there's a right way of bowing. There's no right way of bowing. Okay? What's the essence of bowing? That's the other level I will talk to you about. That's the other level of practice. What is it? Respect and homage. Okay? So I told a friend who was in the military, he said, how will I show respect? I say, when you look at the Buddha statue, salute. Nothing wrong, but if that is what you consider polite in your society, what's wrong? Understand? Okay? Even bowing, you know, in the East, there's so many types of bowing. There's the Japanese way of bowing, there's the Chinese way of bowing, there's the Korean way of bowing, you know. If you want to talk about technicalities, my friend, then we are only at what level? This level. Okay? Because why? We lose the meaning. Understand? Okay? Okay, last one. Buddhist practice. Theravada, what would they do? Yes, Dharma. Okay, you know about this word Dharma? What is Dharma? To gain merits, that's right. So what do you do in Dharma? Like every Saturday and Sunday or Saturday, I will bring something, I will do Dharma in a temple near my house. So for those who are not familiar with the word Dharma, what does it involve? These are all the form, okay? We're looking at the form, not the essence. These are outward form of practice. Okay, what do you do in the Dharma? Let me share. Okay, you bring food. Okay, so principally in Dharma, you bring food. Okay? In some countries, the monks will, if you go to Thailand, they will see in the morning, they'll carry the bowl and walk in one line. Okay? And if you want to give food, you just kneel, the monk will know. The monk will put the bowl like that, and you put your food in. Okay?